All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. So my battery died, came out, car wouldn't start, and I figured it was the battery because this is the original factory battery. It's like 5 years old. And so the problem is, if your battery ever dies and you have a similar model, when you go unhook the battery to take it out, it cannot fit up out of this seat. So now I have to actually remove this seat, bolts, and lift it up in order to get the battery out. Now I flipped the battery, try to pull it out that way. I flipped it horizontally and vertically. It still will not come out. This is why I don't like the location of this battery. I like it for a couple reasons. You know, it keeps, the battery free from debris and everything, but it is a pain in the rear to get out. So, so that's what I'm currently doing. I'm in the process of replacing the battery, and then I'll show you what kind of battery you need, because it's important, because these vehicles have it's drawing current from a lot of different electrical items for this particular model because of all the features. So you have to get a specific battery, with certain features it has to have. So okay, so I finally got the battery out. The easiest thing to do is lift up these caps here, 1 and 2, and take out 2 bolts, 1 and 2. And then you'll be able to lift up like this, and the battery will fit out. So that's the only way you can get this thing out. Trust me, these batteries are huge, they're heavy, and if you don't want to remove the entire seat, this is the easiest way to do it. So, and when you go to AutoZone or Advanced Auto Park, if your car battery is under the seat, they won't remove it. So if it was under the hood, they would remove it for you and help you out, but they won't do it if it's under the seat. You got to do it yourself. So just giving you guys a heads up. All right, guys, so when replacing your battery, it has to be a AGM battery. These are the batteries that can handle all the currents that it's drawing, and it has to have 700 cca or higher. So make sure you guys be aware of that when you're buying a new battery for these Dodge Durangos. All right, so this is the battery I got, Duralast Platinum, and this actually has higher cold cranking amps, which is good. The factory battery has 700, this has 850, and it is the AGM, which I needed. And these batteries basically are for the special batteries if you have a push start, and for vehicles that take up high electrical current from different features of the video. And then these things was a pain in the rear to get off, so it will help to get some of this as well, some lube, and put these things on there as well. So all right, guys, so just to make you aware, you're going to plug this little connector back in, and then first hook up your positive and then hook up your negative, and we'll be good to go. Also, remind you, there is a hold down plate that you'll have to remove in order to even get the battery out, and that's held down by these 2 screws here that goes here and here, and it's all the way down there. And once you put your battery into, you have to line it up with that plate there. It kind of sticks right down in there, just like so. If you can see down there, it kind of lines up with that plate. So just makes you guys aware. All right, guys, so I hooked up my positive in the back, and I hooked up that plate. Now this is what the plate looks like. This holds down the battery, and it basically holds it in place from moving around. So you'll connect those 2 screws, one there and one over there in the corner. So those are the 2 ones you have to release, and those are held by a 10 millimeter. No, a 13 millimeter, I'm sorry. 13 millimeter, which is one of these, 13 millimeter. It might help to get a deep socket and an extension ratchet to reach down in there, because you see how deep it is. It's probably about 12 inches deep down there. So to release that plate, you'll need a 13 millimeter and a long extended ratchet extension. And then I'm just going to hook up the negative, and then I'll plug back in that little hose. that goes right there. So that's how you do it. And then at the end, I'll just hook up the 2 bolts from the seat, because again, you have to remove these 2 bolts to lift the seat up. Otherwise, there's no way this battery is getting out. It's huge, even if you turn it to the side. So that's how you remove a battery and replace it. Make sure you give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel. I will see you guys in the next video. Alex RT Life signing off.